Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today. Now, as the title suggests, this weekend was a weekend of WoE, and this is actually specific to clan activities. So in this video I'm going to be sharing Shadow War on my main, Shadow War on my alt, Dispute for the Accursed Tower on my main, and of course Vigil of Blades on my main character as well. Now, this is Shadow War to begin with, and as you saw at the start, unfortunately only 2 players turned up from the opponent team, so the opponent clan, and I was kind of disappointed by this because when we first entered there were a lot more players, and then they left and went to different rooms. They kind of spread out their higher reso players to different and lower rooms in the battles, so we didn't really have much of a fight, and it's always disappointing on Saturday Shadow War to not have real opponents. I always enjoy to have some kind of battle, but when there isn't anyone to fight, it obviously isn't enjoyable at all really. And because we had strong players in our clan and in our group here, it really didn't take us long at all to actually win the battle. So at least it was a victory and not a loss, but it's always disappointing, as I said, to not actually get a battle in Shadow War. Now, looking at my alt, we ran Shadow War on my own because there wasn't many people online for Shadow War. My alt clan is a little bit more quiet than my main clan. And I basically only filmed this video for Yobard, who wanted to know about whether the sentry towers would attack my summons or whether they would attack, or whether it would attack myself. So you can see here, it's kind of, the Guardian got to the tower before my summons did, so you can't really see who it's attacking. There it was attacking my summons, so it is actually, the tower does attack summons. But when I got to the Crystal Heart, this was a little bit different, so it actually was hitting me and my summons. So at the Crystal Heart, it will hit either yourself or your summons. However, the sentry towers generally seem to hit your summons. So that was what I discovered from the Shadow War on my alt, because again, there wasn't a battle. There was no one to fight. Now, Accursed Tower, there was no point in me showing you the whole battle for this because once again, no opponents showed up. So you can see on the minimap, we had control of all of the shrines, and we were literally just standing around waiting for the Guardian to awaken so that we could take it down and end our agony, basically. We had people that were like, be right back, because there's no point in me being here. So we were just waiting around for the points to get to 1,500 for us to actually finish the battle. Of course, it's always worth taking part in these things for the rewards. I did get a legendary item from it. Unfortunately, it was trash, but you never know. Sometimes you might get a decent one. So now taking a look at the scores, look at all those zeros. There are just not enough shrines for us to take control of when there are no players. So that was Accursed Tower done with, and now into Vigil of Blades. So this was going to be an interesting one. So this is our clan against Blood Reapers. Now, Blood Reapers sent all of their highest resonance players to one battle, and of course it's the battle that I'm in because that like makes things more interesting. So this is the Exalted One room, and for our team setup we did have a mixture of resonance, so I was obviously one of the lower resonance players in this battle, and although I've been working on my secondaries, they're not at where I want them to be quite yet, so this was going to be a challenge. Now, my role whenever I do the Shadow War or Vigil of Blades, you've probably noticed that generally I stay back and I focus more on players than anything else. This isn't so that I have the highest amount of kills. This is just the role that I take so that I'm actually helping my other teammates move forward in taking down sentry towers. So I was keeping my distance here, trying my best to kind of defend our sentry towers and keep our other players safe. But obviously I'm getting hit with a lot of damage. Luckily my gladiator kicked in there for me, and myself and my teammate managed to take down that player between us as well. So I'm just going to bandage a little bit before moving forward, and we've got some gladiator globes drop as well, but you can see there the amount of damage that I took from that player literally just walking past, and there, instant death from their highest resonance player, literally just walked over me and I died. So this is the kind of battle that we had for Vigil of Blades. We knew it was going to be a challenge against this clan as they are super strong, but we kind of didn't expect them to send all of their highest resonance players to one battle. We thought that they would want wins for all of the Exalted rooms, but that didn't seem to be what their strategy was for this. Their strategy seemed to be to win all of the lower rooms and only one exalted room. So at least we had some kind of a battle after all the disappointment on Saturday with no battles on my main or my alt character. This made it a lot more interesting, and at least it made the video a little bit more interesting for you guys to watch as well, I suppose. I was quite happy that I managed to survive a decent amount. Obviously, part of this is from keeping my distance, but again, you can see there, like, instant death as soon as those players get anywhere near me. And waiting for the cooldown while you're watching your Crystal Heart get destroyed is the most frustrating thing ever. Now, here we all spawned. Their highest reso guy came forward again, and you can see there, pulled me in with those chains. Don't think that should actually work through the barrier, but whatever. Can't wait for Barbarian to get nerfed. And unfortunately, it was a defeat. So MVP of the game was quite obvious there, and this was the overall result. That's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully better luck next time.